Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we've got a brand new Bulletin post to break down. And let me tell you, this one is packed with massive updates. From fruit reworks and a brand new stat, to possible subclasses, camping systems, and even some mysterious sneak peeks. This Bulletin has a bit of everything. So if you're a fan of deep dives and game-changing leaks, you're in the right place. As always, I'll walk you through every detail, break it all down, and give you my own theories and thoughts along the way. So let's not waste any time and jump straight into it. First post, boom in the booth. Vendor rattled by sudden outburst. This one's more mysterious than informative, but that doesn't mean it's not interesting. According to the post, a popcorn machine randomly exploded in Pirate Village during a normal, quiet afternoon. A tall customer arrived just moments before and apparently broke the machine. Now, while this might sound like a fun little story, there's definitely more to it. We can't confirm anything just yet, but I'm willing to bet this ties into one of the upcoming fruit reworks, possibly Control or Quake. Or, and hear me out, it could even be a tease for something entirely new. If you take a closer look at the image, you'll notice a character standing in a strange pose, almost like they're mid-M1 attack. Could this be our first glimpse at a new Fruits combat animations? It's all speculation for now, but this post feels more like a subtle teaser than just a fun story. Now onto the real meat of the Bulletin, the Q&A section. This is where we get all the juicy info, straight from the devs themselves. And trust me, they dropped a lot. Mythic Fruit Reworks. Let's start with Fruit Reworks, specifically Mythic Fruits. The devs stated that their goal is to make each mythic fruit feel truly unique. They mentioned examples like Dragon with its huge transformation, Creation with its in-depth build mode, Gravity with multiple M1 variants, Eagle with smooth aerial combat. What this means is we're not just getting visual updates or stat tweaks. These are complete mechanical reworks, each fruit getting its own twist to feel one of a kind. So if you're a Mythic user, get excited. These updates will likely make your fruit feel more powerful and dynamic than ever. Roblox events. When asked about future collaborations or updates for Roblox-wide events, the devs clarified they're focusing more on crafting original updates that support their long-term vision, rather than doing event-specific content. That means more quality and depth in the core game, rather than short-term event hype. And honestly, that's a good sign for the future of the game. Subclasses expansion. Next up, subclasses. The devs confirmed they want to expand the subclass system to make them feel more important and progression-based, especially as you advance beyond C events. Now here's where things get really interesting. There's been talk about an old concept that might finally be making a return: Helmsman. Huge shout out to RGL Leaks for pointing this one out again. The Helmsman subclass would reportedly boost your allies, increase ship speed, improve protection, and more. In a game that focuses so much on naval combat, this would be an amazing addition to squad-based play and give crews even more strategy and depth. New stat, Reputation. All right, now for one of the biggest surprises of this Bulletin. We're getting a brand new stat in the game. Reputation. This one's intriguing. Your reputation increases as your bounty grows. But bounty alone won't be the only way to raise it. The devs hinted it's more important than bounty, which is crazy, considering how much people grind for bounty right now. But at the same time, you won't need to PvP to grow it. We don't have full details yet, but this sounds like a perfect system to reward players for a wider range of activities. Maybe exploring, helping allies, completing quests, or even leading crews. Whatever it is, this could seriously change how people play the game. Deleted question, Control and Celestial. Here's something weird that happened, and not many people caught it. The Bulletin actually dropped 7 hours early by mistake, and during that time, a glitchy version was briefly online. In that version, there was a deleted Q&A question, and it was all about Control and Celestial. According to that question, Control is still in progress, but it's going well. They also confirmed that Celestial and its hollow counterpart are both being worked on. So, why delete this? Were they trying to keep the progress of Celestial under wraps? Or maybe control is closer to release than they want us to know? Either way, I think we can safely assume control is almost ready based on that final line. And the fact they even mentioned it means it's in an active development stage. Crew system rework. This next reveal is awesome if you play with friends. The devs had an entire crew rework system nearly completed, but they decided to scrap it in favor of something even better. A system that makes crews more immersive and meaningful, with layers of features, custom controls, and new ways to play as a group. Imagine being able to manage your crew like a mini organization with activities, roles, and actual depth. It sounds like a huge leap forward in making crews more than just tags on your name. Next bulletin post, the tides of technique refine the way of water. This post hints at a potential fighting style rework, or maybe even a new dojo or training island. My guess? This is pointing toward a Sharkman karate and water kung fu overhaul, possibly with the addition of a dojo-style location. The post ends with, the tides of combat are shifting, and even the oldest styles still have room to evolve. That almost guarantees these styles are being updated soon. Now let's briefly touch on Divine Arts. On my channel, I've probably talked about Divine Arts a million times by now. We know the moveset, the VFX, and even the animations, which by the way are still the same ones from November 2024. But why showcase it again? I have two theories. They finally fixed the engine braking bug and are preparing to release it. It ties into the underwater system, which could be a bigger update than we expected. Either way, this reappearance suggests something's coming very soon. Now here's another strange one. This post features a boxing ring, which is kind of odd in a pirate-themed game. The effects shown in the image look similar to One Piece style observation hockey, but the game is moving away from directly referencing One Piece. So, what is this? Could it be an Observation V2 rework? Or even a new combat training zone? Honestly, I'm not sure, so definitely drop your own theories in the comments. I love hearing your ideas. Now we're getting into really cool territory. This post talks about a possible camping system with recipes and even potions. In the image, we see two characters drinking different colored potions, and the one who drank the green one looks noticeably stronger. At the end of the post, they call it a quiet form of power. That's a huge hint. Is this their way of buffing PvP without directly changing combat? Imagine being able to craft power-ups or use different builds mid-fight. That would be amazing and add an entirely new layer of strategy. And finally, the last post isn't really news, but it's definitely worth mentioning. It's a community showcase of all the cool things players have built using the creation fruit. And honestly, I love every single one of them. The creativity here is insane. And it's great to see the devs spotlighting the player base like this. And that's everything for today's video. This bulletin was packed, and I'd love to know your thoughts. What rework are you most excited for? Do you think the new stat system will change the meta? And what do you think is going on with Divine Arts? Drop a comment below. I always read through your theories, and it's awesome seeing the community piece things together. As always, happy sailing, and I'll see you in the next one.